You're watching a segment of The Splash, Greater West Bloomfield's news magazine show.
And welcome back. We are joined by Zachary Crawford. He is a West Bloomfield High School senior. And Zachary, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
I think you're missing school right now.
Oh, yeah, just a little bit.
That's okay.
But it's all worth it. Mm-hmm.
So, some pretty exciting news.
Yes.
So, you are going to be doing something pretty special on Thanksgiving.
Yes, I will be marching in the 2018 Macy's Great American Marching Band in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Okay, so tell me how that came about.
So that came about basically by watching the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade last year. I saw the Macy's Great American Marching Band on TV, and I was like, how do I join that? So later that day, I looked online. I found out that you could audition. So basically from that moment, I started working on this 4-minute solo. And then in March of 2018, I went to the high school. The football field was covered in snow. I had to find the yard lines, clear a patch. And I marched around showing them that I could march forward, backwards, and then do slides, which is when we turn our feet, but we still face the front sideline. And then I also had to perform the 4-minute solo for them, which has then been posted to YouTube. And from there, I was accepted to march in about April.
Okay, so this kind of all started because you have a family tradition.
Oh, yes.
So tell me a little bit about that.
So every year, as much as I can remember, we've always gone down to downtown Detroit to watch any Thanksgiving Day parade. So we basically watched the Thanksgiving Day parade for as long as I can remember. Mm-hmm. And we've just been going downtown, hanging out in the morning, like really early. So it's just got me really excited to, I was like, from watching it as a young child, I've always I want to do a parade somewhere. It just didn't know it was going to be New York.
So why not dream big, right?
Yeah, go big or go home.
Go big.
Yeah.
Okay, so what instrument do you play?
I play the alto sax.
Okay, so you play the alto sax.
Yes.
And this parade, well, we all know about the Macy's parade, but this band that you're going to be in on the Macy's parade is comprised of how many students? It's
comprised of 250 members, and of the 250 members, 185 of them are musicians, and then the rest are made up of the color guard and the banner carriers.
Okay, and this only started in what, 2006?
Yes, yeah. This is its 12th year marching the parade.
Okay, and so pretty interesting, the songs you'll be playing this year.
Oh, yes. The songs we will be playing this year. When we march down 6th Avenue before we get to Herald Square and perform on TV, we will be performing Respect by Aretha Franklin. And then when we get to Herald Square, we will be performing Think by Aretha Franklin as well.
So a pretty interesting Motown connection.
Yeah, Motown connection.
Yeah, so do you know of any other Michigan students?
Right now, I know that on average, there will probably be about 2 to 3 other students from Michigan. I haven't heard of any students from Michigan right now. That's just because it's really hard to connect with all 250 band members, but I have connected to students from Maine, South Dakota, and California, just all over the country, and that's what I'm really excited for, is meeting everyone who has a love of band from all over the country.
So you did this on your own,
yes.
And it's kind of started because of your love of going to the America's Thanksgiving Parade in Detroit with your family, so the family tradition.
Yes.
And so now you'll be experiencing this. Your whole family is going, you said.
Yeah.
So describe your week of Thanksgiving.
Okay, so the week of Thanksgiving for me begins, I fly out on the Friday before Thanksgiving, and then we start rehearsal on the Saturday before Thanksgiving, and then the Sunday before Thanksgiving is when the whole band is going to be there. We rehearse in the mornings, and then the afternoons will be city time in New York. So we will be going to explore the city of New York by seeing Radio City Music Hall, going to Ellen Stardust Cafe, and then Dave & Buster's, which is also local to New York. And then we will be doing all of these rehearsals that lead up to the Thanksgiving Day Parade, which I will have to get up at 1 a.m. to go and march, to go and rehearse with the networks beforehand. So we run through, think, and then we will be eating a very early 5:30 a.m. breakfast, and then bus back to the start of the parade, which is at 77th Street. And then we do the 3-mile march down as soon as we get the order.
Okay, and then how soon do you come back to Michigan?
I will be returning to Michigan the Saturday after Thanksgiving, because after Thanksgiving, I just want to get some time to explore New York City with my family, since that whole week they will be in New York.
Okay.
But it's really hard to see them because we'll all be scheduled so much, because also we'll be seeing Wicked, and then the Wednesday beforehand, we will be performing in Central Park with all the bands from around, all the bands that will be performing the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade do a performance in Central Park. So we will be performing amongst all of them, which is going to be really cool to see.
So I think you're going to have a pretty amazing Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And you're a senior.
Yes.
Okay, so real quick, tell me what your plans are for the future.
My plans are to go and study hospitality either at Michigan State University, which I'm still waiting to hear from, or the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, which has accepted me and put me in their honors college. So what I really want to go into is event planning, because that's just something I've really fallen in love with, especially recently because I planned the big pep assembly at the high school for homecoming, and that was a lot of fun because we had to time it out minute by minute to make sure that everything
ran
smoothly. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, we will all be watching the parade this year and looking for you. And I hope you have a great time. And thank you for sharing the story.
Thank you.
Your enthusiasm is just so awesome. And
thank you.
Happy early Thanksgiving.
Nice. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Thank you so much. And again, we have been speaking with Zachary Crawford, West Bloomfield High School senior. And don't forget to watch for him during the Macy's Thanksgiving Parade.
Thanks for watching a segment of The Splash. To catch the entire show or other segments, watch us on Comcast Channel 15 or AT&T Channel 99. Or look us up online at thesplash.tv and listen to us on WBLD 89.3, the all-new Lakes FM.